Welcome back to Teshkid Effects for another Luna price update, and the current price for Luna is at the $54 mark. And from whatever I have on the screen is the daily chart, and in this video I'll be giving you a brief update of what has been happening in the market and also my key expectations that I expect to see on this chart. So to start with, from the all-time high, the market is down by 47%, and you can see, looking back on this chart, we came up in this wave 1, wave 2, wave 3, wave 4 and a wave 5, which took us to the all-time high on the $1.04 mark. And then from there we started seeing lower prices for Luna in this ABC correction that is down here. So in this ABC correction, we made a low on the on the 44, around the $43 mark, and then from there we had a bounce back to the upper side of this resistance that we had over here, turned it into support, then at some point gave us support. Once we had this breakout and a pullback, then another support, and we broke to the upper side. And at the moment we are almost touching this support zone that is over here on the $52 mark. So the first key scenario that I expect to play out on this chart is that we can continue seeing lower prices for Luna, basing it on the fact that it has not yet decoupled from Bitcoin. So once we see a sell-off on Bitcoin, we're also seeing a sell-off on the Luna chart, and so that can mean that we can continue seeing lower prices and maybe hit this support that we have over here. And once we break below it, I expect us to find support on the $34 mark, and once that happens, then we can find support on the $34 mark and then have a bounce back to the upper side of this, to the upper side, and break these resistances that we have over here, and maybe that move can take us to an all-time high. Also basing it on the fact that I have a massive ABC correction that is over here, and I think for me this ABC correction, Luna has done whatever it needed to do in its ABC correction. So whatever should have followed over here is a move that should have taken us to an all-time high, and I can interpret this as maybe this is a wave 1 that has formed over there, then a wave 2, then a wave 3 is what we are, a wave 3, then a wave 4 might be in formation at the moment, then we can have another massive one to the upper side. Though that move is not that clear, we cannot rely on it. So that's just my view on the market, and it's not financial advice. So if that is the move that is playing out at the moment, and basing on the fact that Luna has done whatever it needed to do in its ABC correction, we can continue seeing higher prices and break above this resistance that we have on the $60 mark, $62 mark, and have a retest of that zone. And once that happens, we should be unlocking prices that will be taking us to an all-time high, because Luna has done whatever it needed to do in its ABC correction. So we should see an all-time high. So that's the second case scenario that I expect to see on this chart. And so let's be patient and see how the market plays out, and I hope that we won't break below this support that we have on the on the $52 mark, because this is a key support zone. You can see it gave us support on this at this time around here, and we made it to an all-time high. So even here, if we manage to stay above it, good things we might continue seeing good things on the lunar chart. So that's all. Make sure you hit the like, subscribe and notification bell.